When we think of luxury items, we often picture exclusive brands and high price tags. But did you know that many of the luxury items we use every day have surprising origins? From humble beginnings to symbols of status, today we're uncovering the fascinating stories behind some of the most iconic luxury products. Let's start with something many of us carry every day: the handbag. Today, handbags are synonymous with fashion and luxury, but their origin is much more utilitarian. The earliest versions of handbags were simple pouches used by both men and women in the 14th and 15th centuries to carry coins and personal items. These pouches were often tied to belts and hidden under clothing for security. The materials were modest, mostly leather or cloth designed purely for function. It wasn't until the late 19th and early 20th centuries that handbags began to evolve into luxury items. With the rise of industrialization, middle and upper class women sought more fashionable accessories. Designers like Louis Vuitton and Hermes started creating bags that were not just practical but also stylish and made from premium materials. Next, let's raise a glass to champagne, the drink of celebrations. This sparkling wine is now associated with luxury and special occasions, but its origins were quite accidental. Champagne as we know it was developed in the Champagne region of France, but it wasn't the result of careful planning. In fact, early winemakers considered bubbles in wine to be a flaw. The cold climate in the region caused a secondary fermentation in the bottle, producing the bubbles that were initially unwanted. Legend has it that Dom Perignon, a Benedictine monk, was the first to refine the process of making sparkling wine. Although the story is more myth than reality, the real innovation came from English merchants who developed stronger glass bottles and corks that could withstand the pressure of the carbonation. By the 18th century, champagne had become popular among European aristocracy, and it quickly became associated with luxury and celebration. Today, a bottle of champagne is a symbol of success, but it's amazing to think that this luxurious drink was once considered a mistake. Luxury watches are a staple of high fashion and wealth, but their origins are tied to much more practical beginnings. The story of luxury watches begins in the 16th century when the first portable clocks, known as pocket watches, were developed. These were initially used by sailors and explorers who needed accurate timekeeping for navigation. Over time, these timepieces became more intricate, adorned with jewels and precious metals. Switzerland became the epicenter of watchmaking, with craftsmen perfecting the art of mechanical movements. By the 18th century, pocket watches were not only functional but also symbols of status among the European elite. Today, brands like Rolex, Patek Philippe, and Audemars Piguet are synonymous with luxury. These watches are no longer just tools for telling time, they're investments, heirlooms, and status symbols. As we've seen, many of the luxury items we use every day have origins that are as surprising as they are fascinating. From practical tools and simple pouches to symbols of status and luxury, these items have evolved over centuries, shaped by history, culture, and craftsmanship. Understanding the origins of these luxury items gives us a new appreciation for the craftsmanship and history behind them. The next time you sip a glass of champagne, slip on a silk scarf, or check the time on your luxury watch, remember the journey these items have taken from their humble beginnings to become the symbols of luxury we know today. Thanks for joining us on this journey through history. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you never miss out on our latest content.